Hi, this is Susan Beyer, and we're at Fun with Research. And today we're going to talk about buying research. This is one of the most common questions I get from clients and prospects. Should I just buy research that is already out there? You can find, if you do a quick Google search, you'll be able to find packaged research that's already been conducted on pretty much any industry you can imagine. All you have to do is pay the fee, $5,000, $10,000, whatever, and download these massive studies, tons and tons of pages of data about a particular industry. I understand the appeal of doing this. It can seem certainly expedient relative to developing and conducting your own research because you can download it today. It can seem cost effective maybe in the face of doing your own custom research. I understand the impetus to do this. However, I have some concerns about sort of pre-packaged research that you certainly should consider if you're looking at purchasing something like that. The first is that by necessity, because the companies doing these studies are trying to make them as broad as they can so they can sell that research to as many clients as possible, it's very general. They're typically covering an industry in a particular geography or across the world for a particular year or something like that. So they're very high level. There's going to be tons of data in there, but by definition, it's going to be pretty general data. The second thing is, you have to realize that if you can buy it, anybody else can buy it too. So, it's not going to be anything proprietary that you get to keep to yourself. Your competitor down the street could buy it. Anybody can buy that information. So you have to understand that sort of it's out there. Yes, there is a price wall to get it, but any organization like yours could buy it just as easily as you can. And really, I think the big thing we need to look at, and this is true for all research, is it going to be helpful? If the study is done with sort of these large umbrella targets in place to appeal to as many of these businesses in this industry as possible in the hopes that they will buy the research, how relevant is that information going to be for you, or if you're an agency, for your client? If they're operating in Louisville, Kentucky, and they're a local organization, how valuable is it going to be to see what's happening with sort of the major movers and shakers in terms of awareness and usage and stuff like that are in their category. So not only are they very broad, but will they be answering the questions that you have relative to your organization or your client's organization, relative to ideas that you might have about positioning for your brand, ideas that you might have about products, services, resources that you might be able to offer to the specific audiences that you're trying to reach? And the answer is maybe, maybe not, only if that's sort of seen as relevant at a very high level. Something like that going to be included. Whereas if you do your own study, you can really dig into testing the assumptions that you have about your specific audience, in assessing the interest in resources, products, services that you are considering providing, and the attitudes that you think are affecting those who may be considering purchasing from you. So there's nothing wrong with doing it. I think as opposed to sort of just a knee-jerk, we found a study on this industry, let's buy it and download it, think carefully about sort of where that research is coming from. They'll always have examples, a table of contents. You'll see a lot of sort of lists of tables about demographic profiles and all of those kinds of things, and really think about the extent to which that is going to be helpful in your efforts, because it's true for packaged research, it's true for any research at all. If it's not going to be helpful, I'm going to encourage you not to spend any money on it. And that's true for our research as much as any other that you might get out there. So hope you found this helpful. You can go to funwithresearch.com for more videos and free resources to download. I appreciate you being here. We'll see you next Friday.